Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. Time to just reset. It's always some things going on, and I think it's important for you people to, when they have challenges that arise, that it's important that you recognize those challenges and you try to not overwhelm yourself. But yeah, I'm back at it. Got a new video coming up. Still doing, still doing what I'm doing. So just still doing everything, still trying to inform people, still trying to get the information out, because I think it's so important what we're doing, what we're trying to show you guys. So let's go ahead and get it started. Let's not waste any time. Check out this new video. Good morning. Good morning. Hi.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am good. It's been a minute.
It has. It's definitely been.
All right. Good morning.
It's definitely have been a minute. I've been a minute about. It's just a lot of stuff going on. We are here. We back.
Yeah. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but
we had a hiatus. We was on a hiatus from life. That's what I say. We was on a hiatus from life. Goodness gracious.
yeah.
Goodness. But hey, we are here. We are back. We are full in effect. Doing
Done during your semi break, I should say, because can't take a full break.
Well, you know what? It was school was like the ending part of school for the my first grader. So now I have a first grader. She's going to second grade now, which is
congratulations, growing up.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird to have to think you got a second grader. It's like, dang, you get old, but it's all good. But I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I think I got some stuff done. The normal things, trading, of course, still in my trading, still accomplishing goals, all that good stuff. So I was just trying to get everything together, and now it's summertime, and so summertime is here, and now I got the little one who is oh my God, everywhere. She's walking and talking and trying to get into everything. So now, like I have let me just say this real quick before we start. I have a newfound respect. So like I was a working mom at one point. Like I had my oldest when I was working, and I was coming home, but she started daycare at about 19 months. So she was in daycare, like she was a year and a half, or, almost 2. So she was like 19, 20 months when she started daycare. So it was pretty good age, so I was working, doing that, she was learning stuff. So now being home full time, and I just got a newfound respect for full-time moms sitting at home, because I was like, I get you sitting at home. I never did think moms sitting at home don't do anything.
Right.
I never thought that. But I just said, it's like when you actually do something and you never done it before, and it's like I got a newfound respect for those mothers that sit at home and create, these educational packets, and they do this. I'm on Pinterest looking up stuff on a daily basis, like, okay, what to do with 1-year-olds, schedule for 1-year-olds. Okay, this time we have to do this. And like some days is a free fall, but like now we're into like, okay, now I got to do the ABC stuff and the nursery rhymes. And she likes to bang pots and pans and make noise. And it's like, ooh, child, I'm going to give it about 6 more months. And I say, at the end of this year, we might have to go ahead and ship off to take care. But it is what it is. I mean, they definitely need that interaction. But I just I have a respect for stay-at-home moms. Like, toodles to y'all. Like, man, because I was like, in this little break, I was like, man, like, I was like busy boards, and I went to like Lowe's, and I was like the board, and I had like bought the door lock where they could just do that, and then the little doorbell that dings, and then kind of that a busy board, and I'm like, if I come to this, is this my life? That I am like Pinterest and posting up things. Right. This is my life. Like, I was a Pinterest girl before, but literally, like, I'm at home. I got a whole. You wouldn't even believe
whole layout.
I got a schedule for my 7-year-old because she'll be doing camp next week and then next month. Then I got a schedule for my 1-year-old. Then I got a schedule for me.
Right.
So it's great. And so that runs into the topic of why I do Forex.
Yes. Perfect. This leadway.
This is the perfect example of why I do Forex. Like, this is just telling me, like, this is the perfect example of why I do this, because, geez, Louise, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and it's as rewarding it is to be a mother. I think this, even if you're not a mother, I think, but for me, the reward is to be able to do this, because I remember at one point in time, I didn't know where I was going to come in, because like I say, went to school, did all the whole 9 yards, did everything that I was supposed to do. And I didn't know, when I had my first daughter, I was kind of like, okay, what am I going to do? Like, like you start thinking of all these things in your head, like, what am I going to do? Like, okay, I got to make sure she's taken care of. I got to make sure she has this. I got to make sure she has that. All these things start going through your head that you never really, I want to say, never really pay attention to, then it's like you start to think, and then it's like, okay, I went to school, I did this. Am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? And you really don't have the time to actually, when you really think about it, like, I did not have the time to actually spend with her as she got older. When she was a baby, it was different, but as she got older, it was like my time was very limited with, what I was able to do. So of course, pandemic happened, but actually before the pandemic, I made a move to be, my fiance right now. And so I made a move, and the move kind of came in a transition. So it was like, for me, it was like, okay, hey, the transition is happening. And this was before the pandemic. The transition happened. And then along the transition, there were some debts that happened in our family. So it kind of put everything at a standstill. And I was doing like little bitty stuff online and things, because as crazy as it is trying to find work. Because I was still doing Forex, but I was like, been in a new place, I'm going to do this or whatever. And then it just was like, look, okay, I've prepared myself for this. I'm doing Forex. I'm doing really well at the time. So I was like, you know what, Jewel, like, you can do it. Like, you can do it. Just have to just put your mindset and stop saying, okay, you can do it. Because the transition was already happening for me. And I was like, okay, this is transition. Then the pandemic, then I got pregnant, and then the pandemic happened. Mm-hmm. So it was like, actually, it really worked out well for me, because it was like this perfect opportunity to actually do what I need to do, because I knew that even if I had a job, and this was the sad part, even if I had a job, I would have just started a new job, and then I get pregnant, I was gonna have to leave anyway.
Right.
That was in my mind, like, what job is going to hire somebody who's pregnant? Like, thinking, I mean, I'm sure there are probably jobs that do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking in my mind, like, there's no job that's going to hire a pregnant person in the middle of the pandemic. Like,
right.
And then somebody has to leave. Then I have to leave.
Leave in a few months. Yeah.
Leave in a few months. And then I have to be gone. And then I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how women do it and are able to leave and have to go back in 6 weeks, because you have to do that. Even with my first daughter, they helped, because she was premature, but I was able to stay off, I want to say 3 months. So I was able to actually have more than a 6 week leave. So I was able to do 3 months, and then I had to support somebody watching while I was doing the work. So I was like, man, having to go back at work, and she's only 6 weeks old. Like, I don't know how women do that. Like, I don't know. I know people that have to do that, but I know I was not prepared to do that. So even when I was pregnant, I was like trading Forex, and I was doing Forex, and I was trying to inform everybody about it, because I was like, it's just really popping for me. Like, it was really successful. And I was like, and I knew that even before the pandemic, when I was trading, I was able to go to my daughter's school and sit there and do like reading books and, participate. I was like a classroom mom. Like, I've never been a classroom mom a day in my life.
That's right. Like, you got your time back.
I have turned into this PTA. I'm just hoping that I don't go out and get a van. Like, just go out and get a van, y'all. I don't want to be that mom that pulls up to the soccer games in a van. Okay? I don't care how nice they look. I don't care how stylish they are. I don't care how much technology they have in it. I will not get a van. Okay? See me in a Suburban? Yes. Tahoe,
right.
Yes.
Not a van.
Most definitely. I will go and get a big diesel truck before I go and get a van. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, like, so I got my time back with my daughter, not my second one and my oldest one. And now it's like, now I'm sitting home with my 1-year-old, and I can see her, like, how she was like moving, because with my first daughter, she was staying with the grandparents for that first year. They watched her while I had to go to work. So now seeing my youngest one, like, how she's moving and how she's doing this, it's like, I never get to enjoy this. So that's the reason why I do it, because it was like, I was able to schedule out my life. I was able to get my time back. I was able to just really be focused on my family. And, even my fiance, like, being focused on that, being able to do things, being able to not be so tired in the afternoon. But I am tired because I have a newborn.
You still got
tired. Like, it's a different type of tired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's like, I'm able to focus, and I'm like, okay, how much money am I going to make today? What's my daily goals today? Or what am I going to do today? However much or however less, and it's just like, that was for me. That was like my reason for actually doing it, because it was really, really, it really, really helped me out. And I think sometimes when we take money, and I know a lot of people, they're so money driven when it comes down to Forex, and they're thinking like, oh yeah, I got to get it for the money. When I stopped focusing on how much money I was making, and when I slowed down, everything started to speed up for me. If that makes sense. So
absolutely.
I was able to actually, like, see my family in a different light. And it was like, I feel like God was blessing me because I was able to do other stuff that I was not able to do. And it was like, hey, I'm giving you these blessings with this. This is wealth too. Like, don't get confused about, like, just what wealth really is. Like, this is wealth. Sitting at home, being with your family, doing this. I can see, and this is, and I'm not going biblical. I'm not going to go all into the Bible, but, God can always see ahead of you, right? He always, he over there, he like, look, I'm telling you, I got you.
Right.
And I'm going to make sure that if something come your way, I'm gonna protect you. Like I'm gonna protect you from that harm or whatever. So it's like I see the faith that I had, and it kind of restored. Like I was able to do a lot more, with that. So it's like not only did the forex change me financially, it changed me with my family, it changed me with just everything.
Your
So that
mindset, growth mindset.
mindset, like the books that I read now are different. The conversations that I have are different. Like certain people, I just can't have a conversation with y'all no more. Like we cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Like and then it's like meeting you, meeting all these different people, and then it's like it's a community of and learning about cryptocurrency, learning about trying to build a portfolio. Like I probably would, and I'm gonna just be real, and a lot of people would never have known about this. And people would see people on Instagram and see people on Facebook and all the social media, and they will, of course, oh, this is a scam because crypto and it's doing this. But now I understand how to trade. Like I know how trading goes. So when I see the crypto dipping or whatever, I'm like, that's fine. That's what it's supposed to do. So guess what? If it make a dip, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to my MetaTrader 4 and I'm gonna go to my scanner and I'm gonna pull up XRP, or I'm gonna pull up whatever it is, crypto that I'm trading, and I'm gonna see what it is, and I'm gonna mark it up, and I'm gonna get in it because I can get it on the dip. Yeah, and I can get it when it's going up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's the reason why you do this. So I don't fret when I see my wallet go down and it go up and it go down and go up. I'm like, I ain't worried. I'm leaving it in there 2-3 years from now. Whatever it's gonna do, it's gonna do, because Bitcoin did what it's gonna do. A lot of people thought it was crazy. And you got all these different coins, but that's one of the things I'm like, man, I probably would have never known about this if I didn't did Forex. Never would have thought about it. I never would have been able to meet the people and change my mindset. I would have been conditioned, because I was talking to a lady yesterday. She's in the community and she's one of the people I coach, and we were going over indicators, and I was showing her it was like 60 pips on, I want to say it was GA. We were going over it was yesterday because the market had just opened, and we were just going over like fractals and those indicators that she needed, whatever. And she was like, she had got in the trade, and I was like, do you see how, man, look, like literally like 60 pips. Just think about that. I said, just think if you did a $5 lot. Just say, let's just say, I said, if you did 30 pips, you didn't even have to do the whole 60 because you don't need 60.
Right.
But do you understand $5 with 30 pips? Man. I'm not a mathematician. I do know this. There's no job on this planet that's going to give you that. Like, at all. Another example real quick for me. I did this one day, and I think I told you this. One day I just scalped the market, like scalped it in, out, in, out, in, out. Just wanted to see. I have another account. This is when I have another account. So I had like, maybe I started off at, I want to say $200 in that account, right? So I was scalping, in and out, in and out, in and out. 4 hours, not a total of 4 hours. Like I didn't sit in my computer for 4 hours.
Right.
I was on 4 hours because I was doing other stuff. Made $600 in 4 hours.
Just scalping the market.
Scalping the market. And this is not a whole total of 4 hours. This is just like, maybe got in, maybe sit here for 30, 45 minutes. Okay. Did something else. Got in 34, got in for the buy. Got out. Got in for the sale, got out, then do something else. So this total of 4 hours giving me almost a total of $600 and something. And I would have to have worked a whole full week to make that. I was like, man, I said, I made $600 in 4 hours. But I can't, because scalping is too stressful for me. So I just wanted to test and see how, just to play around with it one day. And I was man.
I like it now a little bit with the scalping. When you told me about XRP and what you did, you actually did.
You gotta scalp
that. And that's what we were doing. Me and Ronnie, we were scalping it that day. And it was like, $400 in 15 minutes. Oh yeah, I can do this all day long.
And you know what? It moves, and XRP moves so good on the weekend when it's ready to move. 9 o'clock is like prime time, like that 8:30, 9 o'clock hour. It's like it does definitely moves. I like it on a Saturday, but sometimes, but yeah, like if you're scalping, like you can get in it because XRP is a good. It's like it comes to an area, it stops, it drops. Comes to that area, stops, it buys up. I had to learn that. Of course, it took me some time for me to get knocked on my shoulders, get my head knocked off real quick. And I was like, you know how you had a love-hate relationship with gold? That's how it was with XRP. And I was just like, I'm not trading XRP no more. I don't like it. It's not. I don't understand why. And I said this, I don't understand why it keeps doing this to me. It's like, no, it's not doing this to you. You do it to yourself. You doing it to yourself.
Some of the parents, like they know
why it keeps blowing my accounts. I don't know why it keeps doing this to me. Why? And Jarrell's like, because you keep getting in it and you keep staying in it and you think you're going to stay in XRP and you can't stay in it. Like, get out of it. Like, you done made you $200. Why are you trying to go for 3 and 4?
Right.
So yeah, I was like, I don't know. It's doing this to me. XRP just doesn't like. And so I had stopped trading it for a while. And then I was like, okay, Jewel, let's look. Because you practiced this in your demo. So let's go back and let's see this real quick. And that's what I did. And I was like, oh, I'm going to just scalp this. Like, this is, and just wait for it to do whatever and then get in it. Like, get in it. Like, because the spread has actually gone down on XRP a little bit. Because it used to be like almost 400 at one point. Now it's like fluctuates between 290, 280 and 3 something. But yeah. But that's why I do it. I mean, you know, those are my reasons. And I think it's, you know, I have a whole bunch, but those that's my main reason why I do it. I like, that's
and
mine.
That's me too. Definitely freedom. I'm still working on that retirement thing. I think
me too.
we put a number in our head and we say, okay, because like I was telling you, beginning of the year, I was like six figures in 6 months, Jewel. And I'm doing it in 6 figures in 6 months. And we put this goal in our head and we shoot for it and we might not make it. Like I felt like when I got to June, I was like, gosh, I didn't make it that I wanted to make.
Didn't make the cut.
That's where I want to be. And I said, but you know what? That's okay. I'm gonna get there because, like you said, it's a reason why everything is happening, and everything will happen the way it's supposed to happen in divine order. Because now, you know, with billionaires starting this thing where we can actually live trade with him, it's like, okay. And I watched him do it. I watched him when he started, like February 3rd, and I was like, oh, okay, so he did 6 figures in just like a couple of months. So I'm like, okay, I mean, I know it's different because it's just him doing it. So it's going to be different in our group. So he's not saying, okay, y'all are going to make this in a couple of months because I did it. But the fact that we have the opportunity to do it with him is totally because you see, okay, this is why he got in. Oh, okay, this is why he's getting out.
I'm telling you.
Like you have those aha moments that you weren't doing when you do your own trading, even though you've went through his system and you've learned his system. It's totally different. So just that, I was like, okay, I know I have faith that this is all going to happen where I can retire soon. And that's my number one reason is retirement and freedom. I want my time back. I started working all back.
Give it to me.
Yeah. I'm like, I had these, you know, you have those heart-to-heart conversations, like through when you're meditating or when you're praying and stuff. And I'm like, look, I started working because I hung around my cousin who was older than me. So she was able to work, but I was 2.5, almost 3 years behind her. But I wanted to work. So I actually started working. Like back then they wasn't checking like all that stuff. So you could just put a year on there and this is when. So I started working at like Wendy's when I was really, I think 14.
When you weren't supposed to be working there.
When I wasn't supposed to be working. but I wanted to work
because she working at Wendy's. Yes, I get you. I work till 12 and I know I wasn't supposed to be working. Listen, yeah, you was not supposed to say, can I take your order? You was not supposed to be doing it. Okay, not at 14, because I think the legal age is like 16. I think that's what it is.
I couldn't open up a bank account. I was signing my checks over to my mama so she can cash them for me. I'm like, she ain't care.
Let me tell you something. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
So when I have these conversations during my prayer time, I'm like, I feel like I started early. Can you let me out early, please? Can I have an early out? You got me learning this skill. Can I get out a little early?
I didn't start this game at 14. God, come on now.
Yeah, I can put in my 40.
I got grandkids. I got this. I got grown children. Yeah. Come on, God. Like, you been with me this whole time. So come on. Like, yeah. I
you seen the struggle for real.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing. It was so funny that you say that. I was doing, because I do yoga now. So yoga is like my new thing, which is not a new thing, but I've done it before, but I'm more it's more of a like breathing and like kind of just like calmness for me, and just to kind of test my strength, like because it really is a lot of mental strength, in yoga, but it's a lot of physical strength. And I was like, dang, at one point I couldn't even sit up because of course the baby and everything, and my stomach muscles, because I have the separation muscle that happened in my stomach. Really sit up and stuff like that. But now I'm like, I can lift my leg and I can breathe. And I didn't understand why breathing was so important. Even when I worked out, I was like, why is breathing so important in like yoga? But now I get it. Like I get it, just the meditation part of it. But I was talking, I said, God, like, man, look, my daddy, God rest his soul, he's no longer here, right? So he always tried to make sure, look, I gotta look out for baby girl. She's gonna be good. I don't know about your brother, but you're gonna be okay. Like you gonna look. So he had me working with him, like you say, at a very early age, at 12, like 7th grade. He was like, look, I'm gonna show you this. So I always knew how to work. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I got my first job when I was 15, because this was like, I got my first job when I was 15. I was in 10th grade. I was in 10th grade. And so I said, man, God, I've been working at my daddy for 3 years. He had me work. I'm talking about he had me working.
Right.
Like, you gonna get up at the crack of dawn. Summertime, he had me going to the office with him every day. Like, oh, no. We finna go. You finna do this? He had like, I was working. Like I was working. If I wasn't doing anything, if I wasn't like camp or nothing, I was working. So I like to say the same thing. I said, God, now I've been working since I was 12, 13, really, 13, 14. Come on. Got in early. Go and let me out early. Because I do Forex, it is helping me financially, but I have things I have to take care of. I have things that, come up, and, things that hit you, like that you had, like stuff that I forgot about. Like did never just put in the back of my, I ain't gonna worry about that. And it's like 5 years later, come back up, and it's like, wait a minute, I thought I took care of this. You mean to tell me this? How, man? Now you like, you look at your account, you be like, I don't want to go up in here. This is not for this. But those things come about and be like, Lord, be a vessel. Use me to like take this away from me. Okay?
Yes.
Take me out early. Come on.
So that's definitely the top of the list, time and my freedom. And then I went through, I feel like I went through a lot of just trying different things out. So I went through like one of the things as far as like I said, I've tried a few things. I went and did the real estate license thing, and
so you can sell that house.
That wasn't, no, because that thing's been expired. Because I found out that wasn't for me. The great thing was I had people that were doing it that took me on rides with them and stuff, and to show the houses and stuff. And I saw what they went through, and I was like, oh no. Like people that much to have have me doing all of this all day,
Gotta-
turn around.
They got call me up in the middle of the night talking about we ready to close and we sign. I'm gonna catch you tomorrow. Like, I ain't got time for this. Yeah, I got you. Like, my cousin's in real estate. Like, I mean, she does really good, and I'm just some people it's just in them. But yeah, if it ain't for you, it ain't. It's not for you.
And then
That's
I
true.
tried the whole network marketing as far as selling makeup, and then figured out that I'm not really a big sales person. Like, I'm not gonna force you to do anything, and then I just don't want the pressure of having to do it to make money.
To make money, having a product, you have to have a product to make money.
Right.
Not
so.
If you somebody say tell me no, you know what I'm saying? Okay, then go on to the next.
Yeah. So why I do Forex is because I don't have to worry about selling anybody on anything.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I mean, we have it, whereas we can, build a community if we want to, but we don't have to with Forex.
Right.
So I like that. I like that I have that option. I like that I have the option that if I sell somebody a product, when I'm doing that they can return it, or you got the complaints, or you gotta constantly be giving. And I don't have a problem with customer service because most of my jobs have been customer service based, but I don't have to worry about that with Forex. It's just literally me getting up with the charts, marking up my charts, looking for high probability and getting in. It's just me. And I actually, I prayed for that. I was like, I need something where it's just me. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it was going to be. And it came, when the opportunity came, I was like, I can't do that. So I'm not 2 years later before I even got into Forex, because when I looked at it, I immediately said, I can't do that. That looks
right. Yeah.
I didn't even do it when it was the opportunity was first brought to me. But it's so funny because that's what we do. We pray for things, but it may not come in the package we think it should come in. So
man, you better preach.
We'll say, nah, that's not for me. And then you're still praying for the same thing. And then it came back around again. And I was like, well, maybe I need to look at this because it's coming back. That's how it's again. Yeah. Maybe I need to look at that. And that's what I did. I looked at it, and the opportunity has been extremely amazing. So now I'm like, yeah, it's nothing else. Like, you can't, I'm sure there's plenty of opportunities, and I know people who make plenty of money in these different things that they do, because there's so many things out here when it comes to like health and wellness. I know a girl who is doing really well in that business, but I like what I do. So why
you like what you like? Yeah,
it's just me, and the opportunity to make. And now, like you said, with learning with cryptocurrency and stuff, it's like now I have this portfolio over here that's making money, and I have myself that are getting into daily trades that I make.
Yeah.
So
that's
why I do it.
And that's a great reason. Like, and a lot of people think that this is the thing. A lot of people think that you get involved, and Forex is a wide range of things. And I think a lot of people have to understand that there's no one way to be successful. Some people do it for extra income. Some people do it for like, hey, this is it for me. I want to be able to take my kids. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to do this. And then some people do it for just, whatever they do it for, they do it to pay for things. Oh, okay, well, hey, I do need an extra $1,000 a month, things of that nature, because, that's a lot of times money comes in the way of a lot of things. And I think sometimes if you could just fix the financial portion of a lot of things, a lot of people would just be okay. But I think it's just the actual taking the risk, because like I say, the freedom and to be able to do what you want to do, you can either take it to a part-time, deal, or you can take it to a full-time deal. And I like to do it, full-time, because, I have my children and they're young, like they're small. So it's different for me, and it's challenging at times. And some days I may not, trade, but then it's like, okay, I have those days where I don't trade, but then I have the days where I can get my mindset together. Like I can read and I can do something that can prepare me for it when I get into that trade. And I never would have done this. Like I used to read, but it was just like, it's a different type now. Like, with Forex, like, it's just different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just so different. Yeah. And I just enjoy I enjoy the me to be able to just, get on a call, listening, learn some education, mark up a chart, it's like you say, it's me, like you say, I tried to sell insurance one time, not health insurance. I don't know if I can say the name. Have you ever heard of Primerica?
Oh yeah. Actually I bought insurance through Primerica years ago, but
I have my glasses on for that. I actually tried to do that. And I was in the very beginning phases, and I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta get on these, I gotta go to these people. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not going to do this. And some people were just, making really good money, and it was, things that I was just like, this is not for me. Like, I was selling things, like my job where I was like, I had worked at Foot Locker and stuff those. I did retail, and you had to get like a certain amount. Like, I just did not like selling. So when I got into my field of helping people, and I love helping actually families and young girls and single mothers, because that's who I counsel the most, were single mothers. And so I used to enjoy just helping them figure out different ways. And I think it was more relatable. Even though I didn't come from single parent household, I was able to relate to them with different things, because I've been through, as being a young woman, a young girl, and having these different things. So no matter what women, girls kind of go through similar things. But I was able to do that. So when this presented, like you say, when this was presented to me, it took me 3 times before I actually took the chance. And when I actually started doing it, I was like, well, I really like helping these women. I really like helping these girls. I really like counseling these girls. And I really like doing this and doing that. And I'm like, I miss therapy. I miss counseling. And then I get into this, and now I'm teaching.
You're doing it.
Now I'm doing this. And it was like, see?
You brought it right back.
You're paying it forward. Like, you still helping people. You're still doing this. It's like, it may not be the thing that you like that way. But you're still doing it. You're still helping people, because like you say, people reach out to me, women reach out to me, and I enjoy talking to them, and I enjoy helping them and teaching them. If it's for you, it's for you. But that is the reason why I do it, because I enjoy the reward. At the end of the day, it's rewarding. It's just like, it just feels good. It really does feel good to wake up, and just
accomplish a goal. And sometimes you can accomplish a goal in minutes. Like when you were saying, you might not trade today, but you might trade tomorrow and accomplish the whole week.
The whole daggone week, Miss Vernon.
And you like, what?
Exactly.
Everything else is icing on the cake.
I've had those days where I have literally made in my day, I have made a goal, and wasn't trying to, I was like, look, this is my goal, but it just took off, and
that
it's like,
hair just moved. Yeah.
I said, wait.
And you like, up, I'm going to stay in, up, I'm going to stay in, up, I'm going to come on with it.
You're not being greedy, because a lot of people, you have to understand, like, you're not being greedy. But definitely, if you have the confirmations, if it's doing what you're supposed to do, get your money.
Right.
Because when
what billionaires say, if you got peace, you got peace.
If you got peace, you're going to have peace in your relationship. Because let me tell you something, that peace with Forex, if you could get you a daily, if you could get a weekly goal in a day, man, you're going to have peace in your relationship. You're going to have peace in your life. You're going to have peace in everything. Let me tell you something. I had got so much money one day on like the week. I had made some good money that day. Like, it was like 2 days. I went and bought some oxtails.
Right.
And like, whoever cooks oxtails know they cost
Yes.
they cost like $20 a packet. So 15, like 15, maybe 15,
Mm-hmm.
13 to $15 a pack, depending on where you get them from.
Right.
I got 2 packs of them oxtails. Let me tell you something. I was feeling so good. I was like, I'm gonna cook me some good old oxtails. And this is like, Jeriska, it's like, what's going on here? I'm like, man, look, I'm just good today.
Yeah.
but that's it just definitely, it's, and I tell people, like, don't focus on, of course, like, you want to make money, and that's definitely, you want to make money, and that's what you want to do. But the knowledge that we have from learning the skill set, I think is way worth more than the actual skill itself. I think it is. I think because there's no way that I would have known any of this and been educated to be able to understand and provide for something, like I can now. Like it's just amazing. And like now the summer's out, somewhat the world is opening back. Well, I'm not gonna say somewhat, everything's opening back up. It's like kind of like now everybody getting back into the groove of things, and it's like I'm still doing social distancing though. I'm still 6 feet.
I am too. Yeah.
What was it? It ain't got nothing to do with no coronavirus. It's just saying.
Right. I think now it kind of
it's human nature. Like I don't want to be why are you so close to me?
I was just like that in the store, because I'm like, okay, Ronnie, and it was funny because Ronnie said, I saw him. Like, I'm like, why is dude? I mean, he was like, I kid you not, when he turned around, he like, and I move up, he move up. And I was like, I still got my mask on. Are you serious? Like, you butt up on me like that?
Why are you so close to me? Like, sir, like I'm gonna wear a sign. Like I'm gonna get a little ruler that pop out like that. Like, sir, I'm gonna need, this is 6 feet. This is how far you need to be from me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be up on me. Like, I don't need to feel your body.
Right.
Like, I don't need to feel it.
I don't want to feel the heat. None of that.
So, but yeah.
I think what I want to wrap up with though, Miss Jewel, I want people to know and understand that, because I think a lot of people still think it's expensive, and it's not expensive to open up your account, and it's not expensive to even learn this skill. I mean, when I've been like researching like other companies, and because now you see more and more people teaching.
Yeah.
And more people teaching.
And they don't know what they're doing, y'all. Like it just FYI, them folks,
they're like, charging like $5,000 for 6 to 8 weeks. And crazy. We literally pay less than if you break it down for a day, we pay less than $6 a day. But if you break it down for the year, I think it's like 2,000 and something a year. But we get one-on-one with an actual multimillionaire, probably soon to be billionaire. I don't know what his actual worth is, but I know it's a lot. So you get your one-on-one with that, and then you have a community
millions.
Yeah. So it's like you get so much more, and you get it for longer than a few weeks, because
6 to 8 weeks. Yeah,
it takes longer than that to learn a skill. It does. I don't know why people out here trying to sell people that they can learn something because
people are so and like I say, wrap it up, like it is so nobody believes in delayed gratification, and I think it's so glorified, because that's what social media is to do, is to glorify things, is to make things look and appear like something else. Just like people, people get on there, people put all this stuff on there, and then you see this person, you be like, wait a minute, hold on, I just saw you on there, you ain't look like that, like, or you don't have that amount, and people want to be flashy and this or whatever. So I think when people see something like Forex, which has been around since biblical times, like it's been around forever, that now that because of the pandemic and now what's been going on with the world in the last couple of years, I think everybody's like, oh yeah, want to just try to make you believe like, oh, you can get this and you can get that, and you can, you can make this money real quick. Because for me, it took me a full year Like it honestly took me to understand and to really grasp the concept. Even I went through the system that Billionaire has, which is amazing. But it took me for me to really, for real, understand and get the concept of everything. It took me about a year. And I understood that because I understood that if I really want to be successful at something, I have to put in the time and I have to put in the effort. And it's not something that's going to happen overnight because I mean, there's no, I mean, I don't know anybody that's made, you know, that much money that's consistent because I want to be consistent. Like I wasn't thinking like I'm gonna be a millionaire in 6 months. Like I wasn't thinking that. Like I was thinking like, man, look, if I put in enough time and enough patience and life doesn't happen because people have to understand you got life. Life things happen to you that comes that whenever you're doing good, something's gonna come and distract you and knock you off your shift. But yeah, like you have to understand that this is not something that's just going to take, it's not overnight. If you're building wealth and you're building something for your family and you want to do something, if it took you 8, 9, 10 years to go to school and to get a degree and to work, why do you feel like it's going to take you 2 weeks to learn a skill set and make all this money?
Right.
And the comparison is that, you know, you spent this time in school, you said, okay. So now it's like, now you want to question and say, oh, I want a 6. It is crazy that people are charging something, you know, and it's like you try to present something that's, you know, that's real and legit. Like, man, look, and it's like, oh no, I don't want to do that. And for the people, and I know people that want to learn, but they can't afford it, but they're trying their best to try to figure out what you can do. So I think that, you know, you just have to look out, but, you know, We Do Forex because we're able to provide and freedom and things. And we're two ordinary women. We're not mediocre. There's nothing about us mediocre, but I'm saying we're ordinary women. We mothers, you know, working. We're real people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it great. And I think that, you know, you have your own reasons why you do it. Everybody has a different reason why we do it. I do it because, you know, my kids, I do it for me. I do it to get like I say, my time back. You do it to get your time back, to be financially free, to be retired, you know, to say, hey, we finna move to Mexico and live on the coast or live by the Pacific Ocean or whatever we fit to do. You know, so it's like, it's just one of those things. I think that people, you know, when you are really divulging into learning this skill set, like just understand the time frame and understand like what you're doing it for. And I always tell people, if you're going in it for money, you're not gonna win with it. Like if that's your motivation, and money should be,
and it's gonna come.
It should be your motivation. But if you solely are going into something just to make money, it's not. It's going to, you know,
be a longer journey.
It's definitely going to be a longer journey because it's a lot more mental than it is. It is. Yeah. It is. Once you change that mindset, everything changes. So.
Right.
Yeah. But that's why I do it.
That's why I do it.
That's why I do it. Yeah. So I'm just trying to focus on this way to trying to get my life together. I just got an email. I was on a call. I got an email from the travel agency. I was like, she was like, hey, let's talk.
I'm so excited for that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that.
I'm excited for y'all too. I can't wait till y'all see the invitations that I
you gotta send me.
It's so cute, but you know, that's another conversation.
Yeah.
Why I Do Forex. We back Monday mindset Mondays. We want to come back. We took a small break, but now we're back, and you know, just informing. It's information. That's all that it is. It's just information. It's just
money along. Yep. And if it's something that you're interested in, definitely just reach out to us.
Yeah, definitely. Don't be shy. Everybody wants to know what Forex is. And it's like they want to know. They want to know what it is. So But yeah, Miss Fern, this is great. It's awesome.
Good seeing you
I
again.
know
But
it's good. Look, it's like my days say, it's good to be seen.
right.
It is good to be seen. Jeez. But yeah, I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the rest of this year. Summertime, it's like,
Yeah.
got these camps and all this stuff going on. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around all this stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week so next week we'll have another great topic. I think it's gonna be real good next week too.
Yeah.
This is like mindset. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like this is what it is. Like, we finna lay it out to play it out.
Right.
For real. In the words of my man, we finna lay it out to play it out. Okay. So, but yeah, I hope everybody got something from this. And, like I say, if you're interested, if you want to know more, man, just always, DM, have information, because we definitely have classes. We definitely have informationals about what we do in our particular community, because they're different ones, but our particular community, we do things differently. And I just want to say this, there's absolutely no Forex community that is doing what Clarence Billionaire Gatlin is doing. Absolutely none. I have not seen one. I have not known a community that is actually doing what he's doing within the Forex community. So he's definitely different. He's definitely doing something and been doing it for the past years, couple years. And he's definitely making changes, and he's definitely creating six-figure earners and millionaires from this particular community. So I tell people all the time, like, look, be careful, be your due diligence, but we do Forex for these reasons. So nothing like us. So if you're interested, if you want to know more, let us know. So yeah.
All right, Jill, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you for your time. For your time. Look, we gotta get there. We gotta get that group together, okay? We gotta get that group together. All right, well,
we are back next Monday.
We'll see you next Monday.
Have a good one.
All right.